Alright, welcome back. So, first thing first, we need to download and install pyRevit and a few additional Revit add-ins. And to do that, open your browser and first of all, let's go to pyrevitlabs.io. And a quick note, sometimes you might see this screen and don't worry, it's safe. You just need to click on Advanced and then click on Proceed right here. Now, on this page, we need to click right here on this blue button to download the latest release of pyRevit. So let's do that, click here, and it will open a GitHub repository of pyRevit. And to download, you can see right here is the download section with two files. Make sure you download the pyRevit, not the CLI version, which is command line interface. And in my case, I don't need admin, I'm going to download that one. So click here, and it's going to get you a pyRevit installer. Then you can run it and install like any other Revit add-in. Just click on Next, Accept, Next, choose the path, and make sure it's inside of App Data folder, so later it's much easier to find it. Then click on Next. And as you can see, in my case, I already have pyRevit installed, but actually I'm using older version. So I'm still going to install it to update my current version. Now here you don't need to select anything extra and just click on Install. And now it's going to install pyRevit on all available Revit versions on your machine. Alright, and pyRevit installation is complete. And now, before going to Revit, let's install another important Revit add-in. Let's go to your search engine and type here GitHub RevitLookup. Then here, look for this repository from Lookup Foundation, RevitLookup. Click here, and trust me, this is an absolute must-have Revit add-in for any developer, because it will allow you to look inside of elements, to read all the properties, methods, and to find what are the API calls available. Now, I'm going to show you how to work with this later on, but right now, just scroll down, and right here on the right, look at releases. Just grab the latest release, and then, in this case, scroll down until you can see Assets, which is here. And now we just need to pick up the right version. You can see 21, 22, 26, whatever. I'm going to download the single versions. I'm going to click here, and in my case, I already have it installed, but this is just the regular installers as usual. Just follow the process, install as necessary, and it's going to be just fine. And now we install the second Revit add-in we need. And lastly, it's really optional, but again, we can look for GitHub RevitPythonShell. Now in here, search for this one, GitHub Architecture Building Systems RevitPythonShell. Same as RevitLookup, scroll a little bit down till you can see releases right here, click on the latest release, and download the MCI installer. And again, as you guessed it, just run it and install as usual. There's nothing different about any of these installations. Sometimes you might see this message and it's okay, just click on More Info and run anyway. This is because they did not assign a publisher, therefore Windows is not sure if it's safe, but it is safe. Now just follow next. You can see I already have it installed, but in your case, just proceed with installation. And this add-in will provide you an interactive shell inside of Revit, so you can test different Revit API and Python snippets inside of Revit without creating new buttons. It's really great for smaller snippets you find that you just want to test and see how it works. Alright, and now we have everything installed, so let's open Revit to verify it. And now once you're going to open Revit, you'll notice right here that you're going to have a new tab called pyRevit. Inside there are going to be a bunch of new default tools. Not only that, you can also install additional extensions right here. For example, this is where you can find EF tools and many other great extensions. But that's not the point right now. We have pyRevit, that's great. Next, let's go to Add-ins tab, and here you should find RevitLookup and Interactive Python Shell. And as I mentioned, we're going to cover them later on. So Interactive Python Shell will allow you to execute Python inside of Revit and use all the Revit API commands. And RevitLookup will allow you to look inside of your elements. There you're going to see all the properties, method, and so on. And these are the names you're going to see in Revit API as well. But again, I'm going ahead of myself. We're going to cover it in some other lesson in the future. For now, I just want to say, well done, you installed everything we need. Now let's move to the next lesson where I will show you how to create your own custom Revit extension in just a few minutes. This is going to be a really exciting lesson. See you soon.